Club Championship really brings out a competitive nature within everybody here. You know, most of the time people are going out with their groups and their buddies and stuff like that, but it's like a switch goes off with everybody.
There are some guys that are scratch golfers, some ladies that are scratch golfers, and there are people that play much like I do, which is barely play. So it caters to those of all abilities and encourage everybody to come out and try and play every year. It's just a fun format, and it's a great weekend.
You can see it in some of these guys and girls' eyes. The tiger comes out a little bit, which I don't really get to see too many situations like that throughout the year because everybody's very friendly here. But it definitely, it's an interesting time of year.
There are dedicated parking spots in the back for the winning individual.
And don't forget about the junior golfers and their championship efforts. Brent Kish and his staff provide great opportunities for the boys and girls. There were 5 flights for the 60 men who competed for a championship and 3 flights for the women.
She made a clutch 6-foot downhiller putt on the last hole to win the Ladies Club Championship back-to-back. Melanie Lowe.
The top 8 men in the championship flight advanced to match play, and this year's title bout featured A.J. Matthews and Craig Cornwall.
It's definitely a grind, just the mental aspect alone leading up to the event itself, and then obviously some preparation, and it's a challenge.
Matthews knows all about the grind. He's a 3-time club champion who knew what it took in 2016, 18, and 2020.
Consistency and not letting one hole dictate your thoughts for the next shot.
Matthews won hole number 3, then Cornwall's par on the 4th hole drew the match even. Craig parred the 5th hole to go 1 up, and that's where the championship flight stood after 9 holes.
It's still a friendly match, and they both want to win. You're seeing 2 guys that are very competitive, bringing out their tiger in that match. So it's fun to watch.
Matthews pulled his tee shot on the par 3 10th hole, making his second shot really difficult. Cornwall needed a 2-putt par on the hole to go 2 up, which he did. AJ's third shot from the sand trap on the par 5 11th hole was a beauty, giving him a birdie look. Cornwall had this lengthy birdie putt. The former member of the Loyola Chicago golf team went 3 up when Matthews missed his birdie chance.
I had to make some putts in order to beat AJ especially, but in order to beat any of the guys that I was playing. You know, it doesn't matter if it was 11, doesn't matter if it was 15 or anything like that. I definitely had to make some putts.
Then a pop-up storm rolled over Edgewood Country Club.
Actually, the rain delay probably helped. I was not playing my best, and I know Craig wanted to play better as well, and he clearly gave me some opportunities down the stretch.
Matthews pulled within 2 after he parred the 12th hole in dramatic fashion.
It was a grind. You know, a lot of Jekyll and Hyde for me personally.
He's a battler. I mean, he could be all over the place, but sure enough, he's making par. He's chipping in for birdie. He's doing, you know, whatever it takes.
AJ missed his approach shot on the par 4 13th. Then Cornwall stuck his second shot from the sand trap. His 2-par putt gave him a 3-up lead, heading to 14. Matthews came within an inch of cutting the lead when his birdie putt came up just short. To the par 4 15th, Matthews' third shot was close enough to save par. Then Craig had this short birdie putt to put the match away.
Walked up there and thought, you know what, I got a 3-footer to end this. You know, 4 and 3. Let's go ahead and close it out. Got up there, started to feel a little bit of the nerves, and my tendency when I get a little bit of the nerves is to pull it left, and of course, pulled it left.
AJ's hole-winning par on 16 tightened things up. Cornwall still had a 2-up lead, heading to the par 4 17th. Matthews' approach shot under the big tree was amazing. His 2-putt par won the hole, cutting Craig's lead to 1 with 1 hole remaining. Cornwall nearly drove the green, but Matthews put the pressure on with this terrific approach. Cornwall now with the birdie putt to win it. AJ had this birdie to tie the match.
It's really hard to to put into words. I knew AJ gave me that putt, and he walked over and shook my hand saying congratulations. That's kind of when it sets in.
Craig's not only a great golfer, but just a tremendous individual, and obviously represents what a club champion should be all about, in my opinion. To match up against people you like playing golf with makes it all the more enjoyable. And a few Mick Ultras don't hurt as well.
You start to see people coming towards you to say congratulations, and Brent's there, and everybody's there, and I distinctly remember all of a sudden I'm shaking hands, and I felt something hit my leg, and I looked down, and there's my son. And my daughter's 10 feet behind him running up, and my wife was able to time getting the kids here, and that meant more than anything, to have my kids there, to be able to pick up my daughter, to have my son hugging my leg, and to have pictures taken and shaking everybody's hand, and that was something else. I mean, obviously I've won tournaments before. I've never won tournaments with a wife and kids, and that was something special to me. And that's something I'll never forget.
Putting your name on that plaque and having your spot out there and having that thing up for the year, it says something, man. It means something to these guys.
Thank you.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
Way to go. I appreciate it.
Way to grind.
Appreciate that.
Thanks for the match, really.
Good job.
Thank you.
2022.